Now, this is a topic that was not on my list originally of topics to converse about. In fact, I was not expecting it to even be a topic of discussion at all. Like I'm sure many of you could feel the same way. My favorite basketball player, NBA legend Kobe Bryant, has passed at the age of 41, along with his 13-year-old daughter and 6 other passengers and 1 pilot of Kobe Bryant's private helicopter in California, due to it allegedly catching fire and crashing. And some reports are saying that it crashed into a mountain because the pilot couldn't see due to very foggy weather conditions at that time. Now, the fact that it was a helicopter accident has been confirmed, but there's a lot of false information being reported as well. This is the reason why I just sit back and observe so I can take it all in first before I even make a statement or start an investigation on my own. This news stunned everyone. And then of course the rumors began to spread, along with what some of you may call conspiracy theories, all the way down to this eerie ESPN interview with LeBron James, with the title being LeBron shares his fondest memories of Kobe after passing him on the all-time scoring list. For Kobe Bryant's passing, then Google and Wikipedia indicated Kobe Bryant's date of assassination, which was changed way later to read as date of death. Then rumors began to spread about the helicopter being shot down somehow. Then the audio was released of the radio communication between the pilot and aircraft support, revealing that the pilot may have either misunderstood the operator's directions or simply panicked due to not having proper visual of his surroundings because of the alleged foggy conditions. Even though the aircraft support operator cleared the pilot to move into a specified area, in which he did, and then communication between them was immediately lost.
So X-ray, yeah, you're on a 1200 code. Are you requesting flight following? 2 Echo X-ray, what do you say intentions? 2 Echo X-ray, you're still too low level for flight following at this time. 2 Echo X-ray, SoCal.
And to those of you who were asking me to see if this tweet is real, I did some investigating and it turns out that it was not photoshopped. The account is real and has been active since 2011. And the guy did in fact post this tweet on November 13, 2012 at 4:32 p.m. Keep in mind that there are no apps or software that allows you to edit a tweet that has already been published. Twitter's API is very strict and does not allow for any app or software to connect to its site with permission to write scripts that included a code that will enable a user to edit their tweet. No. So if you were led to believe that Carbon V2.5 is an app that lets you edit tweets, that's not true. This Carbon Web OS was formerly a web software that lets its users run their Twitter accounts through their customized layouts and panels, in which this particular software was discontinued on March 1st, 2013, according to this company's original Twitter account. After some more digging, I discovered that this guy posted this tweet in response to the news of that day, which was Kobe Bryant taking Steve Blake to the doctor in his helicopter. And that's according to USA Today Sports on the same day of this tweet, November 13, 2012. Now, did he predict his death? Not really, since this was more of a reply to the news of Kobe using his helicopter again, which is something that was normally joked about. But Kobe took flying very seriously to preserve his body in between games and practice. It was known that he used his helicopter a lot because of his previous injuries, which prevented him from sitting in a car for 2-hour rides. On why he uses a helicopter, Kobe stated this.
It's that's when looked at the helicopters, get down and back in 15 minutes, and that's when it stopped. That's what the routine was always the same. Wait till kids to school, fly, practice like crazy, fly back, get back in the car, pick the kids up. And my wife was like, listen, I can pick them up. I road trips and times you don't see it. Every chance I get to see him and spend time with him, even if it's 20 minutes in the car, like I want that. Like I want that. Like I want that. Like I want that.
Now, I'm sure nearly all of you would agree with his reason to use a helicopter, because if you really needed it and could afford it, you would use one too. Now, you may be wondering about that YouTube video that shows you how to edit a tweet. Well, I'm gonna show you something. Now, remember that I mentioned that Twitter's API does not allow an app or any software to edit a tweet, right? In that same edit a tweet video itself, the app informs the user of what actually happens when you edit a tweet. Be sure to read the message at the very bottom when the person made it seem as if he was going to edit the tweet, but he didn't. At the bottom it says, quote, "This tweet has been sent. Editing will delete the old tweet and replace it with a new one," end quote. So it doesn't allow you to literally edit the original tweet. It simply deletes your original tweet and lets you post a new one, which can also be easily achieved by just simply using the official Twitter app. This is why you will find that most of these apps are discontinued. So with all of that being said, I can confirm that the tweet is real, but the guy posted this tweet in a serious but joking manner. Which brings me to this video that was sent to me by my viewers as well, which is a cartoon that aired on Comedy Central called Legends of Chamberlain Heights between September 14, 2016 and until it was canceled after 2 seasons on August 20th, 2017. This adult cartoon was said to have been similar to South Park, but a lot more provocative with their jokes, to say the least.
Almost there.
Okay, it's a two-toned helicopter crashing.
Oh, it's Kobe Bryant. Help.
This cartoon identifies Kobe holding 2 championship trophies.
Help me. Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out. Pass.
Makes a joke about him not passing his trophies with the emphasis on passing due to the common knowledge of Kobe being called a ball hogger. And then it explodes, which is just simply wrong. And if that's not eerie enough, there are his rings.
With Shaq's anyway.
And one of the characters walks off in relief saying these were Shaq's anyway, which could have been taken as a joke at the time of its airing. But of course, this is not funny now due to it actually being closely related to what happened in this sense. But why would anyone joke about a particular person dying in a fictitious helicopter accident in the first place? And why was the message indicating that he needed to pass his trophies in order to save his life? Yeah, see, it's too many coincidences surrounding this whole thing. It's obvious the numbers are adding up. And did you know that Kobe was in the middle of a lawsuit with the pharmaceutical company? According to what I could find so far, Kobe was in a legal battle with the company called High Tech Pharmaceuticals over the rights to use the name Black Mamba. They were fighting over this name in court since 2017. Reports claim that High Tech filed to trademark this name in 2015 for its line of diet pills called Black Mamba Hyper Rush. Kobe was attempting to trademark the name Black Mamba a year later in 2016, saying that it was his nickname his entire career, which is true, and that people wouldn't be able to distinguish the pill from the person, strengthening his argument by mentioning that Nike commercials also use the word hyper, which could cause even more confusion. Then things got interesting in May of 2019 when Kobe Bryant asked the trademark board to permanently prevent High Tech from trademarking the name due to allegations he made about High Tech selling products with prohibited substances banned by the FDA. Now, that is major because that can not only cause the company to lose its trademark rights, but they could also lose their company and that big pharma money. But just last month, in December 2019, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office declined Kobe's request. However, they required that both parties should go to trial over the name. Now, I don't know the trial date, and I don't even know if the trial date was set. Nor do I know if this is even enough to have someone assassinated. I just wanted to share some things that did happen that could have been swept under the rug. Like this new life-threatening plague that's now confirmed to have traveled from China to California, called the coronavirus, which ironically landed in the United States the same day of Kobe Bryant's passing.
Medical nightmare, the coronavirus outbreak. China's president now warning of a, quote, grave situation. More than 50 million people on a travel lockdown in Wuhan, the center of the epidemic, and surrounding cities. The streets there an eerie ghost town tonight, while officials here at home brace for the worst. On alert for signs of the virus. At least 2 confirmed cases with dozens more possibly investigated across 22 states. Here's ABC's Kaylee Hartung.
Tonight, concern growing in the United States. Officials saying they expect more people will contract the dangerous new disease. Passengers on flights to Boston wearing face masks.
Everybody is wearing the mask because they're afraid of getting infected by other people.
In Seattle, Chicago, and Los Angeles, reports that stores are running out of supplies of masks. 2 cases currently confirmed. In Chicago, a woman in her 60s.
She had cold-like symptoms, shortness of breath, fever, and many times it would present just like a cold, just like a cold or flu.
And outside Seattle, a man in his 30s. At least 63 people are now being tested for the respiratory illness in 22 states, including 3 possible cases in New York. Symptoms include fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath. Tonight, hospitals on high alert. Dr. Jennifer Ashton visited New York City's Health and Hospitals Bellevue.
So this is a negative pressure room here at the hospital where a patient with coronavirus would be cared for by specially trained medical personnel.
They showed her precautions they would need to take.
How prepared are you and your staff to receive a patient who may have coronavirus?
We're prepared to take that patient now. Our radar is always set high, so we can screen these patients so we can stop it from infecting other people and the public.
And we are in the middle of flu season.
Kaylee joins us now live tonight. And Kaylee, officials conducting tests on the dozens who may have contracted this deadly virus. And we understand there's a new development out of Canada tonight.
That's right, Tom. The Centers for Disease Control is conducting those tests. The results take several days to process. U.S. health officials say they will alert the public if any new cases are confirmed. And Tom, we are just learning tonight from medical authorities in Ontario, Canada. They are working the first presumptive positive case of coronavirus in that country.
Now, they are stating that the symptoms of this virus are very similar to those of a common cold or the flu. Once again, that is very important. And I wanted to share that with you all because you might not know about it due to the news of Kobe Bryant's death being a lot more attentive to the public right now. Either way, beautiful people, Kobe Bryant is a legend in his own right, and we won't ever lose legends because they tend to transition into our ancestors once they have completed their missions here in the physical realm. I'm just here to make you think.